Welcome to Let the Quran Speak. Dr. Shabir, nice to have you.
Pleasure to be on, Safiya. Thanks for having me on.
So we're going to answer some questions we've received from viewers. The question we have here is about price gouging. And does the Quran say anything about price gouging, especially in the context of this COVID-19 pandemic that we're in?
Yeah, I have to confess, I'm not aware that the Quran actually says something specifically about price gouging. But there is a passage in the Quran, the 83rd chapter, that says, woe to the defrauders. Alladhina hum, those are the ones who, when they weigh out to others, they cheat. But when things are weighed out for them, they're demanding the full measure. So now if we take a cue from that, then we might say that price gouging is something that we're not going to like if it's done to us. So it's not something we should do to somebody else. And we know the golden rule, as is mentioned from Jesus in the New Testament, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In the Islamic tradition, it is said, if you don't like something, then don't do it to somebody else. So it's quite clear that we cannot practice something like price gouging. Now, more to the Islamic tradition, Safiya, if you allow me here. It's mentioned in some narratives that people would go out, the merchants would go out to meet the trading caravans on the outskirts of the city before they get into the city. And then they would buy the goods off the trading caravan there. Now, what that did was it prevented the caravans from coming into the city to find out, like, what's the going price for their goods. And so they would be shortchanged that way. But it also prevented the people of the city from getting a fair shot at buying the goods from the caravan. And what that meant in the end was that the merchants who did this advance buying at the outskirts of the city then monopolized the trade. They took control of all of these goods, and then they had the opportunity to jack up the price, and because they're the only sellers. So this is condemned squarely in the Islamic tradition.
Okay, thank you for that, Dr. Shabir. I appreciate your answer.
You're welcome, Safiya.
Please remember to subscribe on YouTube or follow us on Instagram.